just outside of Oklahoma City. Very little breeze to speak of as the left-footed Sandell gets this one underway. It's returnable from the 6 for Pleasant. He got a hit shy of the 20 and lunged forward near the 24. There comes the Auburn offense and some boos for Jackson Arnold. He started 10 games over the 2 years that he was here. Coming out of high school in Denton, Texas, is one of the top recruits in the country. 9 of those starts last year, they went 5 and 4. 70% completions so far under this RPO offense of Hugh Freeze. And he's not turned the ball over. Given plenty of time by a veteran offensive line. He slides down with a short gain. They'll mark it to the left hip of Arnold. Cobb stopped after a 2-yard pickup, making it very difficult for him. More than 80,000 here. Again, plenty of time. No, out of time and taken down by Taylor Wine.
And Wine just crashes to the inside, but Arnold has got to understand that the pressure is coming. He's holding it forever, looking forever. There's nothing downfield, and it results in a sack. The ball's got to come out quicker. This pass rush is too relentless.
2.5 sacks on the year now for Wine. Hudson Cock punts. Isaiah Sategna. There's a flag down. He's down at the 40.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 12. 10-yard penalty. 1 minute. First down.
50-yard punt, and the penalty will back up the Sooners. Here's John Mateer. Those 944 passing yards, third most by an Oklahoma quarterback through the first 3 games of a season. Surpassed only by Josh Heupel in 1999 and Baker Mayfield.
Second you watch that young man, his competitiveness just jumps off the tape. Never gives up on the play, runs incredibly hard, was a 3-star prospect coming out of high school and really plays the game with the chip on his shoulder.
From Little Elm, Texas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area near Frisco, about a 3-hour drive from here. Hands it off to Torrey Blaylock, the true freshman who has emerged. Just 18 years old. Mateer given plenty of time and has Deion Burks open, and he has a first down out to the 4. Blaylock. Mateer under pressure. Takes off running. And what the coaches said he's really more dangerous in those scramble situations. Blaylock lowered his head, did not get the first down. Robert expect. They're trying to spread out Auburn, give him some running lanes. He finds one outside for a first down. They knew the quarterback run was coming. They still couldn't stop it.
Just a great job of Mateer getting to the outside.
Running out of time. He throws it. Burks is open. It's over his head. They sent Blaylock in motion. A blitz, a middle screen. Sategna lost the football. Auburn has it. So far, no whistles. Mateer, the only man who can stop Kayin Lee, and he does not. Touchdown, Tigers.
After further review, the ruling on the field, incomplete pass. It'll be third down.
Mateer takes off from the pocket again. There are 2 flags in the secondary. It's an incomplete pass on the side. This verdict either.
Defense, number 14. 10-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
That's Rayshon Pleasant. They're likely going to play today without one of their best corners, Jay Crawford, out due to injury.
And as Burks is trying to break to the outside, Pleasant grabs the jersey, spins him around, and it's an easy call for the official.
They're at the 30. Crowd gets very silent. And now another flag.
Ball start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's the right guard, Sategna Wiwu. Matier lunged ahead for a yard. 10th play of the possession. It's been drama-filled. Matier to the sideline, and Sategna couldn't make a one-handed catch. 3rd down and long. They're on the fringe of field goal range. The crosser is Ivan Carrion for Oklahoma. And it is good. Some good fortune early for Brent Venables. Hugh Freeze will likely be dialing the conference. Gambling is allowed. I guess we could put a friendly wager on that.
That's fine. I'll buy you. How about a new suit?
I need it. Tate Sandell sent it down to the 5. Here's Rayshawn Pleasant. Flags everywhere. It has been a flag fest through the.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 32. Penalties half the distance to the goal. First down.
Very talented player. He comes out throwing on first down, throwing it deep. A little underthrown. There's contact, but the catch was made anyway. 7-yard line of Oklahoma.
And if Auburn's going to win this game, it might be because of Cam Coleman, the outstanding sophomore, so big and physical.
Yard gain. Coleman is a big playmaker. Matier. Excuse me, Arnold almost.
Very fortunate here is Matier. Look at the eyes of Bowen and how he drifts right out underneath that in-breaking route. If the throw was maybe a little more accurate, it would have been an interception. But Bowen over pursued, and a fortunate one there for Jackson Arnold.
It was very nearly over. Throws it out wide, and that's off the hands of Eric Singleton. An incomplete. On 3rd and 10. Just a 3-man rush. They did push the pocket. Arnold has room. Scampers down the sidelines, and he has
his legs against a 3-man rush. They lose contain to the right-hand side. They're trying to spy on plenty of guys with eyes in the backfield. But a poor pursuit there by Wine probably could have cleaned them.
Arnold pick up the first down. Jeremiah Cobb spins off a hit and got back to the line of scrimmage. 6th play of the drive. Arnold given a clean pocket on target. First down and more for Malcolm Simmons.
After the play is over, personal foul, face mask, defense. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Quick hitter up the middle. Jeremiah Cobb inside the 5. Arnold trying to get outside. Oklahoma knew that was coming this season. Here's Singleton out of bounds for very little. Ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. He's been one of the best kickers in the country. They're thrilled to have him back. That one is good from 24. 3 games since 2009. Connor Gibbs is the kickoff man. With McPherson still working his way back to full strength. A 50-yarder today. His previous long so far this year's 34. Here's Jaron Kanik, the outstanding passing for 20 yards. It's a reverse. It's Isaiah Sategna and a salty Auburn for Alabama.
And great pursuit here. It looked like it might be made in the backfield, but Auburn staying at home and collecting Sategna.
DJ Durgan told us yesterday they've had 26 players play significant snaps through the first 3 games, and they're there to belt down. Been terrific, averaging 49 yards per punt in the last 2 games. Low line drive caught by Malcolm Simmons, and he's taken across the boundary at the 27-yard line. We're tied at 3 under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And it's Damari Alston, the veteran running back, who last year they went 5-4. He transferred to Auburn. And he is wrapped up and taken down by one of his former mates.
Job here protecting initially as Heineke is coming right up the middle. But Arnold, that ball's got to come out. He tries to take off just a little bit too late, and Heineke makes the play.
Arnold, plenty of Big time, airing it out as a man open. It's a yard too long. Will put pressure on the QB.
And it looked like a little stutter go, slips inside, stopped running there for a second. If he maybe stays at full speed the whole time, maybe he runs under it, but a big missed opportunity there for all.
Keep running. Hudson Cock is the punter. End over end. Isaiah Sategna, a fair catch inside the 30. 48-yard punt so far. Torrey Blaylock taken down after a 7-yard. One of their practices, Kip Lewis came on a blitz and Blaylock stoned him. That's when they knew they had a complete player who was ready to go. Deion Burke stopped short of the first down, tripped up by Rayshon Pleasant on what will be the last play of the first quarter. Tied at 3. ESPN's presentation of college football on ABC will return after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
I don't know how it's not a fumble. I don't know. Maybe they had a different view up stop. It looked like he juggled it first, regained it, ran. We stripped it. Thought it should have been a touchdown.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
That was Hugh Freeze with Molly a moment ago. It would have been a 64-yard fumble return for a touchdown for Auburn. A 7-0 lead was overturned after a lengthy delay. I agree with Hugh Freeze. Another man behind the defense and missed on the completion.
Play again. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Grayson Miller, my goodness. A bomb, and Malcolm Simmons elected to field it inside the 5. It's an epidemic of punt fielding inside the 5 around college football. It's never really been a good idea.
Just a massive mistake from Simmons, who just, for whatever reason, just lost track of where he was on the field, tracked it all the way into the end zone, and just an enormous moment for Oklahoma.
To the 3-yard line. They come out with a play action pass and another long one and another open receiver and a catch. Cam Coleman.
Now backed up with Arnold in his own end zone. They take a shot to Coleman in one-on-one, who makes a great play on the ball.
To compare this bunch, but he says there's a chance they could be as good. They're not reluctant to throw the bombs today, and that's out of bounds, intended for Horatio Fields.
Oklahoma defense, and the way to soften them up, a little double move, a little stutter go. Perfect timing. Threatens the toes of the defender, Guillory.
Throwing. Last year, again, lots of injuries to the wide receiver group.
Ball start. Offense. Number 76. 5-yard penalty. 7 down.
Nason Murphy, the right tackle, transfer from USC. More moving. This time it seemed at the other end of the offensive line.
Ball start. Offense. Number 52. 5-yard penalty. 7 down.
In the pocket. And again, no R. Mason Thomas for Oklahoma, defensive end for the first half. Arnold run down for another loss. They're going in reverse. This time it's Marvin Jones Jr. There is a flag. Jones, a transfer from Florida State.
Personal foul. Horse collar. Defense. Number 97. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Break. As Jones Jr.'s in pursuit, you see him grab inside the collar of Jackson Arnold, dragging him backwards. Arnold turns right around, points at him, knows it's immediately going to be a foul. And
Safety creeping over, trying to help with that in mind. There's another flag.
Holding. Offense. Number 77. 1-yard penalty. First down.
On this possession, Jeremiah Wright, the right guard.
And you'll see as he works across, he just throws the linebacker on the ground, and that's what results in the flag.
Arnold sacked back inside the 30. David Stone, the defensive tackle, for a 9-yard loss.
Jeremiah Wright, again, watch Stone loop right around as his nose tackle crosses face. He loops right inside and drops Arnold for a sack.
Well, Brent Venables raved defensive tackle coming out of high school 2 years ago. That ball is ricocheted up in the air and incomplete off the hands of Preston Howard.
Ball just a little inside, leads to the deflection, and man, it looked like Daniels was going to reel that in.
Oklahoma, 3rd down, 28. Jackson Arnold heading toward the sideline. It's going to be a timeout. They did stop the play for some reason, let the teams go to the sideline, and they came quickly back out. Hudson Cock running for his life, and he's tripped down. Looked like his knee was down, and they're going to whistle him down back at the 12-yard line.
44, it looks low and away. You kick it. You can. I don't know what stopped Cock from just kicking it with the left leg or something, getting anything out of it. He tried to make a guy miss, and that's just not a winning recipe. Just catastrophic.
So here's Mateer with great field position. Fake the toss, trying to find room. Flags thrown. Stop us if you've heard that before today. Xavier Atkins, another tackle.
Offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Tears is starting quarterbacks there. Neither offense. Mateer followed. Mateer has a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Isaiah Sategna. Busted coverage for Auburn. And a 24-yard score for Sategna. It's 10-3. Isaiah. And Rayshon Pleasant back deep. Yeah, it's a touchback, and here's Kevin.
Afternoon
Offense, but just 3 points on the board. Immediate pressure. He bounced off one hit, and then he got flattened.
Now the pressure is starting to really take forth. You can see as Arnold's trying to escape to the right-hand side. Nothing there as they're down there to drag him down again.
Arnold, a little antsy now. Pulls it down and scurries out of bounds. What was one?
Who's dropping out?
Arnold zings it over the middle. Eric Singleton tackled immediately. No problem with that snap. Sategna, fair catch near the sideline as well, which to me would be add to the incriminating evidence. Deflected pass is Mateer in 10. Tory Blaylock. Matt, do you accept that explanation? You were a long-time SC. On 3rd down, Mateer, open receiver, and a great catch by Sategna to hang on to it after he got.
Results of the play. First down.
Free play as well. Take a shot downfield. My goodness, did Strader deliver a blow? How about Sategna hanging on to it? You can hear the pads popping from here.
29-yard gain. Mateer play action. Another open receiver. Another first down. Fumble! Mateer just lost it as he pulled it away from his teammate.
Mistake here. It looked like he was going to hand it off, and Crawford plays it well, keeps his shoulders square, and Mateer puts it on the deck. That's the one issue with this Oklahoma offense this year is they have not been very cautious with the football. Had 5 turnovers coming into the day. That was triple-digit.
1 year of high school football was a basketball player. Arnold after the fake, but did not fool Oklahoma. Content the second half. And 24 lost yards on the 5 sacks. Arnold short set. Has an open receiver, and with a run out to the catch, a first down. Pick up there in midfield. Singleton, he got walloped after a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Oklahoma leading 10-3. Arnold smothered at the line of scrimmage. Jaden Jackson there, defensive tackle. In on third down. The shotgun snap was a little high, but easily handled by Arnold. And Arnold is handled for a loss. That is 7 sacks for the Oklahoma defense. Kip Lewis, the most recent.
Opportunity here for Jackson Arnold. You're going to see number 4, Malcolm Simmons. They're trying to double inside. He goes right out over the top. He's got to step on the defense. Arnold never sees him, and that would have been a huge play had his eyes been on the slot receiver at the bottom.
Hudson Cock. High punt, fair catch signaled by Sategna. He's out of bounds. Here's Javante Barnes on first down. And after he read us the rule, it's clear it should have been penalized. Matt said it's a very hard thing for the officials to. In a very stagnant offense, their touchdown came on the short field after the miscue on that punt that you just saw. Matier forced to throw it away with Boise State 151-16, 90.4 on the blue turf. Matier on 3rd and 10 off the hands of the tight end Jaron Kanik. It was a line 82% of their games here in the 100-year history of the Palace on the Prairie. Basin Miller's punt brought back by Malcolm Simmons. Out of bounds at the 42. Jackson Arnold, quick hitter. And another lost yardage play. Eric Singleton back in 2005. Arnold, open receiver, first down. Singleton. Auburn 2 for Oklahoma. Looked like the right tackle was retreating early, and there is another flag.
A reminder, young center in there.
Snap, false start. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Force.
Alston. With a first 2-5. Arnold throws back over the middle. Damari Alston.
So Auburn getting to a blitz beater here.
And they tried to bring that blitz. It's out wide. Singleton stays on his feet. And come to Oklahoma. They bring a blitz from his left. And Alston off tackle to the right. Stacked up.
Corner route to the top.
Single coverage to his left. They throw it in that direction toward the pylon. Lots of contact and flags thrown. Cam Coleman taken down by the freshman Cortland Guillory.
There are 2 fouls, both on the defense. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty's declined. Pass interference, defense, number 4. The penalty took place in the end zone. The ball be placed on the 2-yard line. First down.
There's the hit. Very, very careful there as Powers jumps. That's a launch. You got to be careful. That sometimes.
Field goal. Malcolm Simmons, the motion man. Damari Alston. Tough run to get just across the line of scrimmage. Today for Cobb, their leading rusher. Fake to Alston. Single coverage. They go after the freshman again. Touchdown, Cam Coleman. Made all 67 career PATs. Still perfect. Nifty drive.
The air and 20 on the ground.
Central New York, Syracuse, they'd be proud to know that I added that up, and it's 115 total yards for Oklahoma.
Admit that you used your calculator, and we'll be good to go.
Jacob Jordan, the fair, get better field position and then get more aggressive. It is a short throw to Sategna, down with a 9-yard gain. They don't have any timeouts. The clock will go under a minute. Baltimore made the play for Auburn, part of that depth. Matier forced to retreat, throws it up for grabs. It's caught but out of bounds by Keontez. You get a stop here. Xavier Robinson in a running back. Mateer has the first down. Mateer, pressure from behind. He tried to spin away but cannot. 15 seconds in the half. They're still going to sling it. Over the middle, a man running free. That's why you keep going. There are flags down. Back near the line of scrimmage.
Pass interference. Offense, number 5. Replay second down.
Sideline, the officials might have had some help with this call.
And you'll see pretty clearly as Sategna is working to the out, he sets a pretty deliberate pick on the corner, number.
Coach, a penalty negated that explosive play. What's your reaction to how the half ended there?
Well, again, we had a nice play designed up. I don't think that was us, but whatever. We just got to be more efficient, you know, getting in our own way. Auburn's playing well. They got an excellent defense. 8's gotten hot, and so we got to clean some stuff up, maybe give them some help. But at the end of the day, man, you got to win your matchups too. So we've been able to overcome some mistakes with some of the turnovers. The defense got a lot of fight, and it's going to be a hell of a game second half.
Thank you, Coach.
I appreciate it.
7 sacks, most and a half in 20 years for Oklahoma. The school record's 9. Each quarterback had a passing touchdown. And it'll be decided in the final 30 minutes, or perhaps more than that. And the kickoff from Connor Gibb. Mateer, 8 out of 16, passing for 104 and a touchdown in the first half. He hands it off to Torrey Blaylock.
With their backs and John Mateer's legs.
Mateer hit as he throws, and it forces the pass to fall.
That was a nice pass rush by Woodyard Jr. as Mateer is able to get rid of it just before he arrives, and Woodyard got up on his own for a second, then went back down to the field, favoring that right shoulder, it looked like.
3rd down and 10. The Sooners 2 out of 7 on 3rd down so far. Mateer, his pass deflected up in the air. And it falls.
This edge rush is a huge problem. That's an issue. So what does he do? He drops back. He needs to step up. Watch him drift in the pocket and invite that edge rush. He's going backwards, and that's really putting his tackle
at his own 30-yard line. No breeze at all in this stadium at the moment. Another booming kick by Miller's been a revelation. Simmons couldn't find a lane, goes down at the 20. Fern's defensive end, who didn't play in the first half for Oklahoma due to a targeting ejection last week. That pass batted down times. I think Alston's better in pass protection. That's why he's been out there a lot. The fake to Cobb, and it is our Mason Thomas introducing himself to his old pal Jackson Arnold. Welcome to the game, number 32.
Well, that didn't take very long. Here he is, right on the outside, just right around the left tackle. Arnold thinks he has more time than he does, but as he holds, there's nothing there. Ball's got to come out. But how about the pass rush in pursuit from Thomas?
On 3rd and 18, Cobb. Tackled by Jaden Jackson.
In the field, just got to get rid of it.
Hudson Cox, short punt. Sategna been involved in a lot of stuff today. At his own mix since November of 2021. John Mateer on target, and it's dropped. Senator Deion Banks. He was an offensive coordinator in Seminole, Texas. Hand off to Blaylock. And go drive for Uber Eats. He said, try to make $50 and go back to the office. He dials up a pass to the tight end. Tannick trying to go leaping over Xavier Atkins. And a strange formation dialed up by Coach Arbuckle. Mateer runs across the 40.
Direction, and what a hire it was.
In 2 prolific years leading the offense at Washington State. Sategna the catch. 5 yards on that play. On the fringe of field goal range, the check down into the flat. Torrey Blaylock near another first down. 3 receivers to the left. Here's Sategna. who scored the Oklahoma touchdown. And controversial. The flat is open again. Blaylock out of bounds with a short game pushed out by Xavier Al. 3 receivers to Mateer's right. Look out for Falk. He went leaping in the air, didn't get him. Now a wide open receiver, and it's through the hand.
Drift in the pocket a little bit, getting a little too deep, putting those tackles in a very tough spot, but a great job stepping up this time, keeping his eyes downfield, and if Barr secures it, he walks into the end zone. Big missed opportunity, and just goes to show you the instincts that John Mateer has at his disposal.
Everybody standing up. It is a blitz. It's a quick slant that ends short of the. Here's Tate Sandell to put Oklahoma back on top. They lead for the 3rd time on a 32-yard field goal. Rayshawn Pleasant, very dangerous return man. 3 career kickoff returns. No chance for that one. Eric Singleton did tackle along the sideline by Cortland Guillory to Amari Alston, the running back. Heavy pass offense today for Hugh Freeze. Arnold 2 yards short of the first down. 3rd down and 2. Big play here midway through the quarter. That's nothing doing there. The quick screen to Malcolm Simmons. Jaden Jackson's had a nice day in the middle of that defense. Sophomore from Indianapolis. Who went snap it, will they just try to draw him offside? He goes under center. Lined up like they're going to try to execute a push. Doesn't look like they're going to snap it. Design runs for Cobb. Here's Cock punting.
I think Cobb has got to get involved, especially on the perimeter. He's got great speed. You got to get it outside the tackles at some point.
Football. Torrey Blaylock on first down. Oklahoma on 2nd and 6, and another tackle for a loss, and it is Deion Burks, and they wrap him up well short of the first down. There's a flag on the near sideline.
Pass interference. Offense, number 5. That penalty's decline. 4th down.
And very similar to the one we saw a little bit earlier. This time it's even more blatant. He goes right out towards Can Lee. I mean, what usually offenses would call it like
ability. One of the great athletic directors of all time, Joe Castiglione, has been here since the late 90s. Not a good punt by Grayson Miller. Well, he got plenty on the bounce. Penalty or replay review. Jeremiah Cobb. Jeremiah Cobb stays on his feet. Where has he been all afternoon?
And this is wild, too, because it looked like number 5, Kendall Daniels, going to make the play right there in the backfield, but Cobb got skinny and hugged right off his left guard. Dylan Wade's behind. Somehow found his way to the 2nd level, and you saw some of the speed in the open field.
He had 314 rushing yards to the Fruston's back out there now. And stays in the pass block. They have an open receiver. And it's an incomplete pass. Coleman behind the defense again. And the throw is off target in the back of the end zone.
Man, that's a throw. If you're Jackson Arnold, you will literally remember forever. I still remember one I overthrew against LSU in 2010. And that one, Cam Coleman, perfect stutter go. Beautiful, beautiful route. Bites on it immediately, does Jordan, and he gets behind him, and the throw just off the mark. And a big, big missed.
2nd and 10. Plenty of time and a bad throw. Couple of errant passes when there were plays to be made, and now a flag thrown by the line judge on the near side for a false start.
Before the snap, false start. Offense, number 65.
Well, that one might definitely take them out of a field goal try now. Pressure coming. Malcolm Simmons, run after the catch, gets them down to the last year from 50 plus. from 50, low and wide right. The other team gets good field position when you miss on a long field goal try like this.
That, and it just really never had a chance, too. So the special teams been impactful, all the wrong reasons for Auburn in the kicking game the last.
Hanging on to this 3-point lead. Matier forced back. Deion Burks. Another hard tackle. It's been a hard.
Big collision there between Burks and Anthony. Burks not a big guy, but so explosive. So he goes to the ground, and nothing that would indicate anything too significant there, but some discomfort like you referenced. He's pointing to the sideline, waving to the sideline, looking for some help.
Matier, design rollout to the right, slings it to midfield, caught out of bounds. Sategna. They bring a blitz from a couple of directions and a big tackle, or else Sategna might have been on his way.
That's why you get those splits as wide as you can.
Matier down the middle, flags everywhere. Canick the catch. And it stands. It's a first down inside the 20.
Holding defense, number 24. That penalty decline. Results of the play. First down.
They have in Matier's arm and his accuracy. I mean, that box count right there, 5 in the box with 5 blockers, that's inviting run all day long. Instead, they say, forget about it. We don't care about the box count. We're going to take a shot.
145 receiving yards, leading Oklahoma and leading all tight ends in the country. Deion Burks.
It looked like they grabbed the side, the shoulder, but not in the actual collar itself or on the nameplate. So I think it's a correct call.
Yeah, he has him by the sleeve. In the third quarter, 2nd and 13 from the 21. Pressure, Matier dumped it off. Sategna short of the first down. Excuse me. Matier starting to find the rhythm. He's over 200 yards passing now. Blaylock dropped. It's another snap before the end of the quarter, and it's 4th down and 2. Are they really going to go for it? We'll find out when we go to the 4th. End of 3 in Norman, Oklahoma.
This is the end of the third quarter.
And it's a 6-point lead. Well, Brent Venables is the defensive play caller. He took that back this year. So a lot of times when the head coach is calling the plays on one side of the ball, the other, he has somebody on his staff who's particularly helpful in helping manage game situations, timeouts, and that sort of thing.
And football today, so picking up a 4th and 2 is no picnic.
Sandell, the kickoff. It lands in the back of the end zone. Off the bench in game 7 and started the rest of the way. Plenty of time again. Damari Alston to the 37-yard.
Deep over to the left-hand side.
Alston again weaves his way across the 40 before he is stacked up by a defense led by. Design run for Arnold.
Jackson Arnold.
Down at the 4. Can't complain about the time he's been given. He's on target there to Alston. He's now 20 yards off the line of scrimmage. Some space on the catch for Malcolm Simmons. Tackled around the legs, short of the. Freeze has had a 10-win season. Wherever he's been, he's had that kind of a quarterback. Including Malik Willis at Liberty. Won 10 games at Lambeth. 10. He pulled it down. Looked like he had a lane to his left, but he got smothered for a loss by Dominic Williams, the senior from Torrance, California, transfer from TCU.
And these twists have been giving Auburn some fits all day. This time it's a TT, that's tackle twist, and Dom's able to drop him behind.
Back. Throw out wide. Singleton stayed on his feet. That back to the original line of scrimmage, but they're going to need close to 10. Play clock at 1. That's going to be a double pass toward the end zone and incomplete.
Man, it looked like for a moment there, you'll see quickly, he'll drop back. and then there's a deep ball going this direction. It's well executed. The throw hangs too long, but as the receiver is wide open, look at the close. It looked like contact was pretty close right there. There's the contact. That's got to be pass interference, and a big one let off the hook there from Oklahoma.
Gentry Williams situation. They're going for it on 4th down and 11. Jackson Arnold takes off running. Jackson Arnold has a first down. Auburn has not led today. Arnold flushed again. Smart to throw it away. 2nd and 10, 8.5 to go. They crowd the line again. They put pressure on. It's up in the air for Malcolm Simmons and broken up by Gentry Williams.
What we're talking about a moment ago, when you have the double team to Cam Coleman, someone on the other side has to win. This time, Simmons does get behind, the ball slightly underthrown. Might have gotten away with one there,
might
too.
Have been early again on the contact.
He never really turns around and tries to make a play on the ball. That could have probably been called a pass interference. The throw it. Find your one-on-one.
Arnold, plenty of time. Caught, taken down just short of the first down as Horatio back. He got tangled up, but the play won't count. They've stopped it. Flags and whistles. That was a disaster waiting to happen for Hugh Freeze.
I'll start. Offense, number 65. Penalty. 4th down.
And it might have been a blessing in disguise, because this play was not going to pick up that first down as Alston jumped to the outside. But 65, Chaplin leaning just a bit before the ball is snapped.
Interesting defensive front there. Under big duress. Flags are down. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Cam Coleman. It was Guillory in the coverage again. It's against Oklahoma.
Pass interference. Defense, number 4. And the results, automatic. First down.
Favorable matchup all game long for Auburn. It's Guillory working against Cam Coleman. Left arm grabbing the shoulder most of the way. Right there, left hand.
No question.
Big question is, was the
ends on the field for Coach Freeze. Simmons breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Auburn. Malcolm Simmons has tied the game with 7:08 to go. (17-16) for the first time this season in the 4th quarter of his 4th game of the year. Connor Gibbs the kickoff. Jacob Jordan returned to Oklahoma to face the Sooners when we played the last 2 years. Mateer, short pass. Deion Burks just shy of the first down. Kevin.
Tag team match. Stream WrestlePalooza exclusively on the ESPN app.
8 and 13 out of his last 14. Sategna, his career-high 8th catch. 4-man rush, well blocked. Here's Kanik. First down to the 40-yard line. Here comes a blitz. Mateer got it off. A deep throw. Caught by Sategna. Not to interrupt, Matt, I think the question now is, did he have possession of the ball, or was it sliding around that whole time, never really fully in his grasp?
It looked to me like he had complete control of it until they got out of bounds and it was swatted away by the defense.
And this is a good look at it right here. Watch the right hand. It feels secure. It's secured right there. It's secured right there. Right hand still secure all the way through. Still secure at this point. And now that's when it gets dislodged. So I'm with you guys. I think this one could be overturned after looking at it again.
I mean, there have been a lot of big and bizarre plays in this game, and it feels like Sategna's been involved in every one of them.
After further review, the receiver did complete the catch, but his contact afterwards. First down.
On the touchdown. The blitz. Running room for Mateer. Mateer, touchdown! Empty.
And this is just a great recognition by Mateer. Look at all those defensive bodies to the left-hand side, but just 2 play sides. So what does he do? Drops back, goes immediately. Outstanding instincts. You got great numbers. They're light on the right side. Take advantage with your legs. You got hat on a hat blocking. And it's nothing between the end zone but one defender who Mateer will gladly take on for the go-ahead score.
Good block by Deion Burks on Rayon Strader. Help him get across the goal line. The view from the progressive pylon cam, they cap a 75-yard drive in 6 plays. Helped by the replay review. Mateer was 6 for 6 passing for 62. He's the running back. Will it be Mateer again? No, he's going to swing it. Well, he might have hit a couple of Oklahoma receivers on the way. Your turn. Pleasant might as well try it. He's dangerous. Started 1-yard gain. There's a flag down. He made the 25, but they're likely going to bring this back.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 21. Penalties half the distance to the goal. First down.
Media opportunities, probably on the advice of the coaching staff and sports information folks. Jeremiah Cobb gets 2. Molly. And the clock an issue with 4:10 to go. Just one timeout for Auburn. Flag down to the line of scrimmage. Arnold scurries out of bounds near the 13. Flag.
There is no foul for an illegal formation. The results of the play stands. 3rd down.
Breaking, it's safe to the outside.
Arnold steps away, throws, caught, 1st down. Horatio Field.
Probably bluff out. If they get 1-on-1, they can take it up top.
Arnold, nowhere to go. David Stone there.
Safeties kind of sneaking around right here. What do they do?
Arnold under duress. Did well to stay on his feet. Here come more flags. He's down.
Holding. Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
And the 8th is just...
Snap. Start. Offense.
I mean, you wonder if that's fatigue on part of Xavier Chapman. He just got up out of his stance when they were nowhere near snapping the ball, it seemed. And they didn't get it off before the 2-minute timeout. Their whistle sounding. They need 92 yards in 2 minutes with 1 timeout. He did well to get out of the end zone. He got barely across the line of scrimmage. Run down again by David Stone. Arnold. Look out, he gets buried. Back at the 3-yard line by Grayson Halton. The school record tying 9th sack for Oklahoma and the Tigers on 4th and 29.
Throw a Hail Mary towards Cam Coleman.
He goes down to the end zone, a safety. On the 10th sack, a fitting ending to this one. Although it's not over yet as they celebrate the sack by our Mason Thomas. I don't think that's the worst thing really that could have happened to Auburn, because if they stop the 4th down, Oklahoma without the score, they just take a knee and the game's over. Now there's at least a possibility, albeit very slim, for Arnold and the Tigers.
Correct. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but still the right side of the offensive line, and R. Mason Thomas just missing the first half, certainly making his presence felt. For all intents and purposes, putting it on ice for Brent Venables.
Back doing what he does so well, calling the defenses. Brent Venables, that's where he made his name. Here under Bob Stoops, Clemson under Dabo Sweeney. 10 sacks, the single game record all by themselves. And barring something really unusual, Greg, they're going to go to 4-0 Oklahoma without a takeaway on defense. They have not taken the ball away yet. And Coach Venables was bemoaning that after timeout came just before they tried it the first time. Has to go 10 yards. And the officials waving their arms. It is Oklahoma's ball. All John Mateer needs to do is take a knee. Neither quarterback was a huge running threat today. Jackson Arnold had the big run on 4th and 11. And perhaps we should note that safety was important to some.
Significant for many.
And as the game went off with Oklahoma as a 6.5-point favorite. And they win by 7 with those late 2 points. Jackson Arnold, in my opinion, great value in defeat. Under tough circumstances, coming back to a place where it didn't go well for him and where he was booed when he took the field today.
I think he played really hard, and there were some mistakes made for sure. Love to see him take a few less sacks, get the ball out a little quicker, man. But, man, he answered a lot of questions today about his toughness, and should feel good about the effort.
Here's Molly with John Mateer.
John, your 5th rushing touchdown of the season puts you guys ahead. What was your mentality in the moments that mattered most tonight?
Yeah, we didn't have a choice there. We didn't put ourselves in the best position, but we got it done, and that's what it's all about, coming together in the 4th quarter. That's what we train for. So
your defense with 10 sacks today. That sets a school record. What is it like watching that group from the sideline?
I mean, it's real fun to watch from the sideline, but it's not very fun to practice against. So we go against it all the time. That's an amazing group. They work so hard, and they deserve every bit of it.
You told us that you embraced the pressure and the expectations. How has this group elevated you to be able to rise to those expectations?
I mean, they all hold me accountable, and we all hold each other accountable, and we know what's going to happen in the end because we believe in each other. So that's the most fun part.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
John.
An impressive young man on and off the field. Enjoyed our visit with him. All the intangibles that make him a very popular team leader. Chosen as one of their captains, even though he just arrived in January. The Sooners are 4-0. Stay tuned for Florida and Miami. Oklahoma wins 24-17. Let's send you to the studio. Here's Kevin.